This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Where we want to educate you about our market, empower you to make wise decisions, and help you engage with our expert contributors. I want to talk about the relationship between a property manager and the tenant, because that can be a very strained relationship sometimes, right?
Yes.
So tell me what's your attitude, or how do you approach tenants and your relationship with your tenants who are living in the houses you're managing?
I always try to treat them like it would be me living there.
Right.
And take care of them the way that I would want to be treated and make sure everything's done on time.
So if they disagree with what if they have an issue or a concern and they bring it to you, you want to address it.
Right. Okay. Normally I'm the negotiator. I'll play both sides with them, devil advocate, and let them know.
Right. Yeah, so you're not just you're representing the landlord, obviously. That's what we do. We represent the landlord in the protection of the home. But part of that protection of the property is to see to it that the tenant's taking good care,
right?
Number one. But also that the tenant's well taken care of as well, and that the tenant has what they need and when they need it. Because otherwise, you may end up with a disgruntled tenant who's not going to take care of the home, and it's not serving anyone.
Right. The better the relationship with the tenant, the better the home will be taken care of.
You take that relationship between yourself and the tenant, and then you share that with the landlord, to the point that the landlord has an understanding, hey, listen, I got to take care of this house to keep the tenant happy so that they take care of my house as well.
Right. We keep our owners to a high standard so we could keep our tenants to a high standard.
As a property manager, what's that call that you're like dreading to get? What's the call from a tenant that you're like, oh my goodness, we got to get all over this thing?
Fire, flood, or blood.
There you go. Yeah. I've heard her say that before.
Yeah.
You know, a flood is one that we've seen quite a bit of. When someone's got a leak in their home, what should they do? I mean, they see water somewhere. What should they do?
No matter how big or small it is, call your property manager right away.
Right.
And then I normally get the restoration company over there to go out and take a look at it, and then a plumber, and then go from there.
Right. And whenever you have water damage, it's a symphony of vendors that you have to get out there. Right. I mean, you got to bring you got a restoration company, you got plumbers, you usually got drywall repair, you've got flooring perhaps. So there's a whole collaborative effort that has to be orchestrated, and Crystal's the one that's got to do that. When you're dealing with a major issue like that, what about the tenant? Okay, the tenant's in a home with water damage, and maybe they're concerned about their exposure to whatever may be happening. What do we do with that tenant? Where does the tenant? Can the tenant leave? Can they stay? What do they do?
We normally give them the option to go to a hotel room, depending on how bad and severe it is. We'll give them the option to go to the hotel room, or if they want to make other accommodations, then we'll take care of them that way as well.
This has been Las Vegas Real Estate Now. Thanks for listening. And remember to tune in every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on 101.5 FM, 720 a.m. KDAWN.